What's good, people? Just putting out the link one more time, and then we'll get into this thing. Apologies. There we go. All right, that should be good. We should have Jim swinging by very shortly. It only felt fitting to grab my guy Jim for a couple minutes. So I've there he is. There he is. Jim. What's going on, brother? So I guess he wasn't ready.
What's going on, you bunch of fucking casuals?
Hey, Jim, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
My audio shit, man.
Oh, yeah, it's not coming through?
Hey, Jim, what's going on? Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling,
It's okay. I got it on the I'm listening to it through the iPad instead of my phone.
Okay. You should listen through it to your phone. So we got it that way. But either way, I don't know about you. Like, as soon as I'm done burning, I'll come right back into the house and I got to go for my water ASAP. I'm not sure
it
if
won't
you're
come
that
through
type
at
of
all.
guy. Oh, Jim, it's killing me. Hold on, let me get you out and get you back in because this time difference is a little bit too off for us. Let me get him out and get him back in. I'm gonna have my boy Jim on for a couple minutes. Say what up to him. It's been a while since I've actually seen him. We did a Combative Stories episode together where he came in to my place. We burned and we just chilled for like, just a couple minutes. Sorry, for the actual podcast, we did it for like 45 minutes to an hour, I think it was. Just talked fights, just shot the shit. I'll put the link in the description of this video shortly. But it was dope to have him come by, and it's nice meeting people within the MMA Twitter community actually in person. And luckily enough for me, there's enough of us up here in this like Ontario, Toronto region that I can have as many people as I did. Right, like my first ever guest was Fernanda Praches. She was up here in Toronto visiting her sister, I believe, and I caught her at the right time, and I got her. She was my first guest, like January of 2020, or I believe it was December, late December. She came in and I released in January. I had a couple fighters, Ergis Segeta come by, Connor Rideout, then obviously Z, Rockstar Z. You guys know all about Rockstar Z. He came by, and all right, I think Jim's back. Let me see if we can get this going. Jim.
We are back, Jack.
Hey, all right, perfect. That one was a little bit too delayed for us to have a proper conversation here real quick. But no, what I was saying is, I don't know about you, but as soon as I come back from burning, I need the water ASAP. Are you that type of guy, or is it right? Okay, I'm good because I'm like, I sat down at like 1:14. I'm like, all right, we got a minute till showtime, and I'm like, where the fuck is my water? What am I thinking? There's no way I'm sitting here for an hour without my fucking water. So I got that out of the way real quick. But I'm glad that I had you stop by. You out and about right now, right? You're living that hotel life right now. You're gonna be able to catch the fights tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch the fight. I'm not working. I'm just working on a little mini vacation.
Okay.
Before we start back to work in April, I think we go back to work. So we're just doing a little bit of touring around Ontario. It's too cold. We went way up north to Huntsville. It's too cold up there, man.
Damn. Yeah, it's already cold here. Yeah, it's already cold here. I don't want to go much north than that. Fuck, that's crazy. So I'm glad that you get to catch the fights tomorrow. Is there anybody on the card that you're kind of like pulling for, or you're like really cheering for, or a big fan of? Anybody specifically?
Other than I'm really a fan of this Holland kid, man. I don't, this fight's really going to tell it for me. You know what I mean? Because Brunson's a stud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This fight's really going to tell it for me. If Holland beats this guy like I think he might, man, this kid's going to be a huge star.
Yeah,
Huge
he's a bit of
star.
a favorite right now, and yeah, he has all that star characteristics, right? Like the UFC thing tweeted out this day, they dropped that whole like his snippets of talking to all the fighters that he's fought. Like they're truly trying to push this kid, and it completely makes sense. He is a very sellable character if he can keep winning. Personally, I don't think he wins tomorrow, but I think if he is able to climb this mountain and actually beat a vet like Brunson, then you got to give him some more respect. And if he does it, I'll give him more respect. Do you think he has a legit shot?
I wouldn't say legit, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him. I'm not going to count him out after what I've seen he did to Jacare. I'm not going to count him out.
That was some shit, wasn't it?
Right?
That was a
You know what I
crazy
mean?
fucking knockout. Like it reminded me of Nico Price versus Randy Brown, where Nico was off of his back and just like, but like he had his leg hooked around the guy's neck and was really giving it to him, whereas Holland was just like from the back going ham. And then that was a crazy finish over a legend too on Jacare. But yeah, this Brunson one would be a nice one considering how good Brunson's been looking as of late. Like
I love Brunson.
3-0
He's
run.
such a nice guy.
Yeah. No, he's awesome for sure. I'm glad that he's like actually like he's 37 now, right? This is his time. If he wants to get a title shot eventually, he's got to get it now. So this is another spot for him to go out there and turn away a prospect like he did last time against Shabazian. And yeah, this is a great fight for him, man. I'm super excited. Is there any other part of the card that you're looking forward to? Like any fighter you're looking forward to seeing?
I want to see a lot of these prospects. You know, I mean, some of these other ones I seen the other day were just unbelievable. I'm trying to think of that kid's name.
Giannis is dope. Giannis looks really good.
I do like him. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis for sure.
I like him a lot. I'm trying to think of what that kid's name. I'm trying to pull it up here and I can't find it.
No worries. No, I'm really looking forward to the card. There's a lot of good spots. Even Gregor Gillespie, right? Gregor Gillespie's the guy in the co-main event.
He's got to do it. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't see Riddell pulling it out. I don't.
Yeah. It's got to be a knockout. It's really got to be a knockout. If he's not able to get it within like that first minute, I think he's fucked because I think within a minute Gregor's going to shoot, and then it's going to be tough for him to deal with his wrestling, right?
After that last knockout, Gregor ain't taking that chance, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't see that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, for sure. That Kevin Holland fight, or the Kevin Lee fight, sorry, if he won that one, it would have been off to the races for him, right?
Exactly.
But he's got to redeem himself and quick because he's like 33, 34. That's another guy kind of like fighting with Father Time at this point. But yeah, I'm psyched for the fights, man. I'm glad that you're going to be able to watch them. I'm sure you're going to be live tweeting while it's going on and stuff too. So let everybody know what
are you going to do a live stream or?
Nah, I think I'm just gonna I have a Discord channel that I normally stay active in for the Patreon guys, and then I'll try to tweet every now and then. But yeah, no live stream tomorrow. Maybe for the pay-per-view next week, but not tomorrow. I'm chilling. I'm kicking back. I'm getting baked as fucking just enjoying the fights. I'm sure you'll do the same.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know I will.
Perfect. All right, thanks for joining us. Or actually, drop your Twitter handle real quick so whoever's not following you can follow you because they need to follow you. Is what I'm saying.
It's always 420 or it always 420 on Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere, man.
Perfect. I'm glad.
And
I can't wait for that. Exactly. I can't wait for that that podcast, brother. We're waiting. I know the people are waiting.
I'm so close, man. I'm so close. I got almost all my apparel ready and everything. You know what I mean? So
perfect.
We're almost there.
Again, if you ever need assistance or any tips and shit, just let me know, brother. I got you.
I appreciate it.
All right. I'll catch you on the flip side,
night.
brother.
Always 420, kids. Hey.
Take it easy, brother. And there he is, Mr. 420 himself, Jim O'Soon. I know my man's been banned from Twitter a couple of times because he was got notched for some copyright stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that he was able to swing by for a couple minutes. Maybe I'll do that every now and then for a stream if somebody's up for it. You know, just bring in somebody for the first 5-10 minutes, shoot the shit about the card coming up or something like that. And then just get back to talking to the chat. I know you guys love that aspect of the show. So I'm going to keep going with the chat. But I'm going to just empty the brain real quick before we move on so I can just get it out. What was that? Completely. Oh, sorry. The Lockcast. So the Lockcast. I know we got a couple of you guys in here that normally watch a Lockcast on a weekly basis. And initially, I got a lot of love for doing the show live, like I did this past week. I went live on Tuesday, I think it was 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever the fuck it was. And it seemed to have a decent amount of traction. So I think so I felt all the love for the live. Everybody wanted the live. I'm like, okay. But over the last couple of days, I have gotten a couple comments and DMs and stuff from people that are saying they prefer the pre-recorded ones because, I don't let the chat get to me or anything like that. Or, I just go out there, no bullshit, just give my thoughts as soon as I'm done recording or doing the research and then dropping the episode. But I think I might do both. Again, I'm doing this full time as of the 26th. Friday is my last day of official work, and I'll have nothing but time on my hands to do what I need to do for my project. And if that means, already recording the breakdowns, what I'm doing, but just add an hour and a half stream on Tuesdays on my channel where I can just run through the fights again, but at least take questions as I'm going through the fights. I think doing both, people would truly respect. I think people would like it. What's wrong with more content? One is just more thorough, and another one is me still going through the fights, but talking to the chat as well. And I think I do that every Tuesday. I'm thinking 8 p.m. is not a bad time. 9 p.m. I wouldn't mind. I'd rather get it done with sooner. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts on the live versus podcast versus doing both. I'm like, there's no harm in doing both if I'm doing the shit full time, right? All right, let's see what the chat been saying. Thanks for sticking around for my meanderings. We'll talk some shit, catch up with the chat, see what everybody's saying. Hope you guys enjoyed Jim. Again, I might look to do that. If you guys enjoy it, let me know if you guys enjoyed or are curious to have other MMA Twitter people come on here for a couple minutes. Hopefully they're fine with me being baked. I knew Jim was in right away. So, all right, let's see. Jay the Barber is saying, let's get this money. Yes, sir. Gunny in the house saying, what do you do? Shawnee Mac, I can always... Shawnee, you must have some sort of notification set, right? There's no way you're always on point with finding me on my streams. My guy. I got to send you some merch or something, brother. What you think about Roman? What round you think Holland going to end in? Deleze look good on the scales. I still favor him to win this fight, but I'm not willing to part ways with my money. If you're talking about like a long shot or lottery parlay, sure, I'd throw him in there. And I think Brunson will finish Holland in round 4, round 5. I think the decision is a possibility too for Brunson. I'm hoping that like disciplined Brunson keeps it together, evades the big shots of Holland, and then does enough to, stay active and close the distance and take him down. So yeah, I think Brunson's going to have to wear on him a little bit. Round 3, round 4, round 5. Gunny, can you speak on the over-unders you would do on each fight if you have time? Come on by for the stream tomorrow. I always do a fight day stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I normally give out like a over-under parlay, long shot parlay. So you can hear my ting on that. Come on by tomorrow and I'll give you guys that one tomorrow. Average Joe, obviously I'm baked, dude. We always say Tank Abbott, don't kill me. You're about to make me hit the bong. You should have already. What you slacking on? It's 1:30 a.m. on the East Coast. Let's make money. Yep, I hope so. Threadhead Media, my guy. I believe that's Rory. Shout out to Rory. I'm glad that you swung by to say what up to my guy Jim. Ready for tomorrow? Yes, sir. Nick West saying a looky luck. A looky look. It's lucky late night. I love it. Jim is the man. Yes, he knows. Shout out to the Lieben T2. Yeah, good call. I didn't even catch that. I'm all over Gregor for sure. Is Jim going to burn that live? I'm sure he'd get kicked out of his hotel if he did so. Bet the house on Gregor. Never bet houses, super fights. Come on. Never bet houses. Bet as much as you can afford to lose because it's always a possibility. I think I found my new favorite sportsbook. MGM goes hard, man. They have so many promos and also have a lot of bets that other books don't have. Good point. Be sure you're reading the fine print of the promos too. They might have some crazy rollovers or something like that. That's good. Riddell has about 30 to 45 seconds at the start of each round. Yeah, I agree. Riddell wins. Interesting. Frankie G got that confidence. Boob says 0 chance Riddell wins. Always 420 for the man, Jim. You know it. You know it. Fender Jazz, Lock on North of the 6 guys are tracked, including yourself. You've had the best straight picks 5 weeks in a row. Not saying that translate bet-wise, but impressive. Yeah, thank you. that's my issue. I can pick the spots, but I'm just messing up on which bets I should have I took. But it's last 2 weeks haven't been bad. We've been hitting. Still got to dig out of this hole a little bit, but yeah, I feel like old school lock of the night style is really going to save me, and that's where I should be focused on, right? My bread and butter. So not afraid to take the chalk. I know I can hit at a minimum of 81%, which is what my current stats are. And that's something that I can verify that other people, I won't say anything, that can't verify. But yeah, thank you, Fender. That's a good confidence booster for sure. So I know I'm picking my spots. But yeah, got to get right. Nick West says, thank you, High Bass. Of course. Rib Lemons, I am in the East Coast. Gunny, also, did you guys know that when changing the way you view your odds, American Decimal Fraction, that changes your total payout by a couple bucks? I didn't notice that. Interesting. No, I like the live stream much better. I like having conversations with the content creator. All right. Ben Peak, the stream kicked off at like 1:20, so we've been going for about 16 minutes at this point. Sergeant Snuggles in the house. God, I love that name. Any early leans on Bellator light heavyweight tournament? Let me pull up the field. I honestly think that Nemkov probably retains throughout because he's got to go through Phil Davis, who he's fighting next, and then the winner of Rumble and Romero. If they're sticking to the bracket that they currently have, I'm not sure if they're doing that thing where like they get to pick again in the second round. I favor Nemkov, to be honest. Nobody, unless this guy fighting Corey Anderson is some crazy fighter that I've never heard before, but it's actually really good. I don't know, but like, does Anthony Johnson just really go out there and knock everybody out? How old is Anthony Johnson now? I'd love to say Anthony Johnson. That's my dude. 37 years old. Yeah, maybe he could still do it. By the way, when you Google Anthony Johnson, the first picture that comes up is a mugshot of his where he looks like he's 280 pounds. If you guys, just Google Anthony Johnson's name, and it's unfortunate. Like, it's unfortunate that you're a celebrity to this point where, like, the first thing that comes up is a mugshot. But yeah, funny. Like, not even a picture of him fighting. Like, that's the second, and like the rest of the pictures, but like first biggest picture on images, him mugshot. If you have time for both, then do both. But I prefer live streams much better. All right, cool. I hear you, Gunny. Sun Location saying, any Cage Warriors predictions? Unfortunately not. I haven't looked into it. Like, again, as of next week, I'll be able to go out there and research these smaller events, which is what I want to do since I'll have the time for it. But yeah, I'm going to be skipping out this week. Time is not a line. Can't get enough content. I do love that you're keeping us fed. All right. I'm a consultant. I have 10 units on JP Pays fight no distance at plus 110. Ooh, I'm actually taking Silva by decision, but I could see it not going the distance given, JP's aggressiveness in the first round and then possibly tapering off, and Silva finishes him late. JP slows down quite a lot in round 3, so I don't hate that. Values on Riddell. Okay. Cool. Gunny, please don't bet the Brunson fight, dog. Holland is going to win, and he knows he is going to be taken down. I know, but be prepared. Sure. Sometimes even being prepared is not enough. You know what I mean? What time tomorrow? 1 p.m. Eastern. So like just under 12 hours from now. Ben Peak, hey, Lock, can I get your Discord account if I comment for it on your betting update account? Can I get your Discord? You know what? Hit me up in the Patreon messages and I'll get your Discord hooked up. I'm not sure why it's not hopping over. Average Joe, how the fuck is Brunson plus 165? Seems like free money. There's never free money. I'm telling you now, coming from a guy going with the branding of Lock of the Night, there's never free money. But gladly and luckily, I'm transparent with y'all. Don't hide from those L's. Build trust, you know what I mean? Gunny Riddell had problems with Silva, and Gregor is a much better wrestler than Silva. Yeah, Gregor is one of the best wrestlers easily. Were you going to bet the fight that fell through? I had the under 2.5 in that Avila and Stolyarenko fight. Plus 150. Not bad odds, considering they're both finishers. Shawnee Mack is saying the notification is always on. You know it, big dog. Appreciate you, brother. Gunny, yeah, bro. Fraction pays the most of the three. If you have the option on your books, try it. When I changed it from American Fraction, increase the total payout by $20. Interesting. I'll check that out. Yagshi Muradov is legit ACA champ. All right. My guy Mike Bealby dropping facts. I'll definitely be looking into the lightweight tournament. Just haven't gotten around to it. Gunny, yeah, bro. Fraction pays most of the three. Okay, cool. AJ is the man. Yep. Renault seems to be gaining traction as a popular dog. Is Chaos only that suspect of a fighter? She's still very green, man. Just watch her fights. Like, she just bullies. Like, fights that go the distance, and when she's not able to finish a fighter, it gets very hairy for her. And that's the issue. Renault's never been finished, right? Look at her wins. First fight, round 3 armbar. Okay, cool. Against a girl named Miranda Deering, who never fought again after that one fight. Hold on. Let me break it down a little bit more. Topology is just slacking on me right now. Fight after that, she beats a girl by decision, who ends up never fighting again. Then she goes on to the Contender Series, and this is where her big physique comes into play, right? Larissa Pacheco, decent fighter, but she was definitely the smaller fighter there. Leah Letson, similar situation, can be bullied. Penny Kanzad at 145. That's her best one. I'll give her that. But that was round 2. Gina Mazzani, she crushes right away. Sarah Moras gets taken down in that first round and pretty much controlled the entire time, ending that round in an armbar. And then she goes there and whoops her ass in the second round. Okay, cool. Lena Landsberg loses that fight, but loses that fight trying to implement her style, which is, I'm going to grapple fuck you against the cage, try to take you down if I can, and just overwhelm you with my power and my strength. But Lena Landsberg, born in the clinch, she was ready for that shit. And she really made Kiasan pay. And you see, if you look at the statistics of the fight, it's like 4 minutes of control for Kiasan in round 1. And then she starts to slow, and Lena Landsberg takes over with, like, I think 7 minutes of control time. Let me not talk out of my ass real quick, since we have the internet's available to us right now. I want this to be facts, no feelings. Macy Kiasan and Lena Landsberg. So first round, 4.5 minutes of control time for Macy Kiasan. 0 for 2 on takedowns. Round 2, 43 seconds of control time for Macy Kiasan. 3.5 minutes of control time for Lena Landsberg. And Landsberg, 1 of 2 on takedowns. Round 3, 31 seconds of control for Macy Kiasan. 4 minutes of control time for Lena Landsberg. 1 of 2 on takedowns. And Kiasan, 0 of 2 on takedowns. It's fights that go late that should be sketched out for Macy. Even in the Shanna Young fight, she controlled the fuck out of that girl, but she was obviously the bigger fighter. The girl took the fight on short notice, and she was coming up from a weight class below. And she was making some mistakes in that second and third round that I think that a vet like Renault can take advantage of. So yeah, I'm playing the round 3 prop, which is like plus 14, plus 1,500. I'm waiting for it to drop on. It's on Bookmaker, but it's like plus 1,200. I know I can get a better price once Pinnacle and Cool Bet drop their props, so I'm waiting on that. But I'm going to hit that for a little bit, and I'm also going to hit her inside the distance for a little bit. I'm okay with putting 0.5 units on Renault in the spot, especially at those juicy odds. Gunny Silva is winning that one for sure. Cool. Thanks, man. It's a different guy. I have no... That's why. Interesting. Gunny Average Joe, this is Kevin Harlan, bro. It's far from easy money. Yeah. Yep. Gillespie and the Kiasan fight to not go the distance, plus 115. For the Kiasan fight to go the distance. I think that one's a sketch spot, dude. I'd rather like parlay Gillespie and the under 1.5 in the Hunsucker and Tuivasa fight, or the under 2.5 in the Jackson and Strader fight. Bets on Daba. Shout out to Bets on Daba, or Bets Daba, sorry. On a real note, do you think getting baked hurts your ability to recall a fighter's last fight? Kind of. Let me see this. For example, JP Bates fights tomorrow. I was fired in the first one and can remember his Dana White Contender Series. Interesting. I feel like this card is kind of trash apart from 2 or 3 fights. Hopefully it ends up being a banger. There is a ton of potential on this card. I'm sure we'll get some hidden gems. There's only one lock of the night. If Tai Tuivasa wins tomorrow in round 1, it's going to be a good day. Ooh, good luck, brother. Good luck. Man, I would not be surprised if he should knock him the fuck out. He should. Hopefully he does. Mr. Santos Dawson pick. Santos scares me. Choke Mark Holtz unconscious. And Mark used to beat me like a rented mule in training. That's an Ottawa guy for you right there. God damn. Yeah, when I saw Holtz on the record, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I'm staying away from Dawson. Like, I think he wins, but I'm not going to invest too heavily in that fight. Threadhead Media is asking, you think the UFC will do something like NBA Top Shot? I heard they are. I heard they are doing something with Top Shot. I can't remember. I feel like there's a company named Flow or something that's doing it, but I'm sure if you Google that, something will come up because it's in like pre-production or whatever the fuck. I think they're planning it still, but they've talked about it. Thank you for the tip. Always appreciate it. No worries, brother. Super fights, Jaws Roman should be good. Yes, exactly. That's a hidden gem right there. I love me some Delidze. He's like slightly tapered down version of a Diaz brother, but from Georgia. The guy talks shit. The guy's super cocky. The guy loves to fight. Can't wait for that one. Acai Fueled Mountaineer. No disrespect intended. What does Clint have? Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm not touching that one. Clint's a great guy. Clint is a solid guy that finds good underdogs. Not willing to go out on an island, and sometimes you got to do that. I get his approach with his underdog. It's obviously very underdog heavy kind of approach, and he's a great dude, and he has a great following. Of course, he deserves his own fucking show. If I had that platform, I'd be terrified on a fucking weekly basis when you got like 300, 400, 500 people watching you live, and then, come back close to like 8 to 10,000 views a week. Like that's a lot of pressure for sure. But I see his approach, and it works out when he picks guys like Danilo Marquez and trying to think of a couple other dogs. I believe he was one of the few guys on Guram Kutatelidze against Mateus Gamrot. Like plays like that. But yeah, I think the chemistry that me, Guru, Cody, and Bleed all have, I think it's great for that show. And then obviously the Propping You Up show I do with Cody. I love that show too. That's a fun fucking show to do because me and Cody are boys. Like, not saying that me and Guru and Bleed aren't boys, but like Cody, I've worked with him. I know the dude. We've known each other for like 8 years now, 9 years at this point. And then yeah, I'm glad that I got a show with him. That's one thing. Like the chemistry I feel like me and him have, it's great. Nabin, I think Jaws wins. Not bad. I'm not too big on that fight, but I do think Delidze takes it. Ben Peak, I'm hitting Mario Relo live if it's a good look. Not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea. Yeah, that's a very good approach. Kiason should win round 1. If she doesn't, then trouble. Definitely gonna be trouble if Kiason doesn't win the first round. Yeah, I like Renault. T-Rex, what's up, brother? Just finished a predictions video. I started working, so I barely have time. Let's get that money. Last week was rough. Interesting. I guess I only had 2 bets last week, and one of them got a push, and then one of them got a actually hit with Nicolau. Maybe he got lucky with that decision, but it is what it is. Song of Griffin, I like Griffin, man. I think he has all the paths to win here. In fact, he's never been knocked out other than that ground and pound finish to Colby Covington. And he's fought some hitters. Yeah, let's hope he gets that takedown ASAP, just to nullify the amount of risk coming his way. Bilal A, I can't wait for the Ortega Volkanovski fight. Yeah, that's going to be a banger. I don't think it's getting talked about enough because we got the heavyweight fight, right? There are a couple other good fights there, I believe. Check what the rest of that card looks like. And we got a weekend off after that. So we got the 2 title fights. Luque versus Woodley is fun. O'Malley versus Almeida should be good. Worthy Malarkey should be fun. Menfield Knight, I was looking forward to that. Return of Jessica Penne and Hannah Goldie, I'm down for that. Abubakar Nurmagomedov versus Jared Gooden should be a good one. I pre-tape heavily lean Abubakar, but I got to go back and watch that fight, or at least just run the tape on Abubakar, and obviously Jared as well. But Bukowskis versus Oleg Shajak. I love the way that Oleg Shajak fights. He's such a great boxer, uses the body, shot very well too. But I gotta know that his cardio can hold up, because it really failed him in that OSP fight. Yeah, that was a very bad look. Let's get some more wins on his record, where he goes a solid 2 or 3 rounds where he can beat a guy like the way that he beats Khalil Roundtree. That was a solid look. And then he knocked out Vellante, knocked out Antogulov, and then lost to OSP because he gassed out, and then got choked or Kimura by Jimmy Crute because his jiu-jitsu isn't that great. I'm not expecting crazy jiu-jitsu from Bukowskis either. So in a primarily stand-up striking fight, I lean Oleg Shajak. Robertson Maverick. I was on Maverick, but just no bet. Morales Young. That seems like a solid spot for Morales. Looking forward to getting into that one. And I don't remember anything about Abu Azaitar, the brother of Atman Azaitar. He's going up against Marc-Andre Barry, who's down at Sanford MMA right now. But yeah, good, decent card for sure. But yeah, Volkanovski or Ortega heavily being overlooked. SIE Fueled Mountaineer, he's on Holland. Actually said Brunson's last 3 wins should have asterisks next to them. I like the guy. I watched the show, but then I watched you guys and it's just 9 day. I didn't hear his reasoning as to why he said they should have asterisks beside them. If you could expand, that would be nice. Clint said that Jesse Strayer is going to beat Montel Jackson. Yeah, I saw that he bet him half unit inside the distance. Plus 1050. I don't mind the shot because the odds are crazy, and like the guy is a heavy hitter, and if he catches Jackson, he could absolutely put him out. So I don't mind that at plus 1050. Those odds aren't too crazy. ST Crusader is showing Clint love. That's my dude. I don't want to keep talking about this guy. Like, he's my boy. That's what I mean. I don't want it to make it seem like I'm not shitting on him. We're all good. Right, Fender Jazz round lock. Clint is awesome and doesn't count as live bets. You and Clint are all quality, well researched content in class. Yeah, I know he puts in all the work just as much as I put in the work, so it's all good. If he gets that round falling in from here on out, that fight does scream upset. Yeah, I'd rather take the under 2.5. Minus 185 is a little bit chalky, but I think that it's a very appropriate line because both guys can get the finish. And the other line that I like is Jackson via sub is like plus 500 at places. I think that's a very solid spot too. Connor Phillips bets Deba here. What's going on, buddy? Thoughts on various sport agencies, Iridium, FRM, Ruby? Do you put much stock into fighters management as they play a huge impact on finding opponents and building their fighters? It could, right? Like, you gotta, in a way, be like, manage yourself properly, right? Like, horrible management, in my opinion, on Edmund Shabazian now, right? They lose to Brunson, bad. And they take Jack Hermanson next. If I'm advising Edmund, young-ass kid, I take a little bit of a step back. Like, there's so many other guys that in the top 15 of the middleweight division in the UFC, there's enough guys there that you can actually build yourself up again. Like, why throw yourself to the wolves so quickly? Sean Strickland against Edmund Shabazian. I'd love to see that. or Akhmedov. Somebody else brought up Heinisch, and I didn't mind a Heinisch either. But yeah, I think it's important. And then if they're able to find them, opportunities on the outside, that's always great as well. I got love for Ruby, though. You guys know I got love for Ruby. Shiny Mac, I see people are discounting Brunson's win over Shabazi. I know you had Bell of the Ball vibes and is super young, but what Brunson did was super impressive. And if we see that version tomorrow, he wins. I think that's the version we see, man. Like, he's super disciplined now. And I think he knows that he's getting up there in age. And if I can't pull another fucking dumbass Brunson move, yeah. If he gets knocked out here, I hope it's not from him being wild. If it's him getting knocked out by being disciplined and fighting the way that I believe he, obviously has in the last 3 fights, then he should win. Easily. Unless his chin is completely gone, which I don't think it is. Average Joe Brunson is built so weird. He has the widest back and shoulders and literally looks like an action figure. Yeah, he's one of the more underrated bodies in MMA. He's got some next level, like, football player body types. I'd still take Shabazi over Hall myself. And it's hard to disagree, to be honest, man. Like, again, even though Shabazian took an L against Brunson, the kid's still talented. It's just his cardio that fails him. So if he's able to kind of fix that up, I think he should be good to go. Gunny, where can you buy tickets to the UFC events? I've never been to one. I want to go to the one in Houston. I just go to the UFC's Twitter accounts, and they should have information. I want to try going to the Houston one too. If I'm able to get over the border and I can actually do it comfortably, then I might do it. You kidding me? Charles Oliveira against what's his fucking face? Michael Chandler? I'd quarantine myself for a full week, 2 weeks, whatever the fuck, just to be on the safe side. I hope Giannis puts on a show. Yeah, I'm getting slight hesitations about Giannis, to be honest. I don't know. It might. I don't know. I think he wins, but a little bit sketched out in that spot. What do you think Brunson has that can affect Holland? Wrestling. Easily wrestling. Strength. But I think wrestling is going to be the big part here. David Nettles, Locky Night, thanks for always putting out solid information. Thank you, brother. What's your Chandler Oliver early leans? Do you think Gaethje was overlooked? I get the understanding of why they kind of didn't go with Gaethje. He is coming off a loss technically, even if it was for the title and against Khabib. It would be weird to give a guy a title shot off of a loss. And I know it's happened in the past, but I'm completely okay with Chandler Oliveira. My guy, Brandon the Truth, actually put out a good little GIF, not even a GIF, but like an informative screenshot of the rankings, and it makes absolute sense. Number 1, Dustin Poirier. He wants the money fight, so he's chasing Connor. Number 2, Gaethje coming off a loss. Number 3, Oliveira. And number 13. Number 4, Chandler beats number 8. Number 5, Ferguson coming off a loss. McGregor coming off a loss. Dos Anjos beat Felder. Hooker coming off a loss. Dariush 6-fight win streak, and he beat Diego Ferreira, who's number 12. And then Islam Makhachev, number 11, 7-fight win streak, no ranked wins. So, yeah, this makes the most sense to me. I'm cool with that. T-Rex saying, I can only do DFS in my state. Any tips? Ooh. Check out my DFS show. Go to Sal Vetri's channel, and I did an MMA show for him there, and I give you guys a lock of the night, dog of the night, fate of the night, and sleeper of the night. Acai Fueled Mountaineer, I don't think tickets are out for 262 yet, though. Yeah, I think they're going to drop them soon. Just don't know when. Gunny Abuba is Aitar is a beast, as well as his brother. I have him in my month-long parlay. Okay. Interesting. Don't overlook my French-Canadian friend. No, I'm not dogging him. I'm just saying that he made the call. Yeah. Locke, what's up, man? How you doing, bud? Thank you, Malik. What's going on, buddy? Happy to have you stop by. Gunny, because every once in a while he does those big dog parlays, and I always look to parlay at least one dog that I know for sure has a chance to win. True. Any chance for Hunsucker? There's a chance. But I think if you want to get the most money out of it, if he does win, you bet him in round 1 and by KO, or at least that prop that there's the method and round prop that pays out crazy money. Let me see what's actually at, and if you would have access to it, that would be dope. But the best way to bet Hunsucker, if you think he even has a chance to win, which he technically does, right? He hits hard. That's all that you fucking need at heavyweight. Hunsucker round 1 plus 1,000 at a certain spot. Hunsucker by KO plus 700. Hunsucker round 1 KO. Hunsucker round 1 KO is plus 2,000 at Bet Online. If you can access that, go for it. Ben Peak on MMA Play 365. Will the Bellator events for next month be on there? Yeah. So the new layout that we just released is hella pain to revert like the old slate to the new slate. So it's taking me a while to kind of get through all of them. But we're just about to drop the April 10th one. That should be dropping any minute now. That's the UFC event. And with over the next week to week and a half, you'll get more UFC events and Bellator events too. I'll try to focus on getting the Bellator events out to you guys ASAP. But yeah. And then as soon as I'm done my job on the 26th, like I want to make sure I caught up to the furthest announced card and matchups as possible, and want to keep it up to date as much as possible. So trust me, Bellator will be on there. Even LFA, I want to put LFA on there, hoping to put ACA as well, but I want to get more. Like I want to get Bellator, LFA, UFC for sure. Then we'll see about the other companies. Always a chance at heavyweight. Yep, he's good. General Dane saying, fuck all casuals. Song is my dog. All right. For real? I'm in Houston, just waiting for pre-sales. Yeah, if I do hit up Houston, I'll let you know what's good. Thanks for the cool bet tip. I usually code and sign up all priced odds, and I like that every time I tune in. I think I was doing Griffin saying cool whip. God, I love that. That's jokes. Yeah, no, they're a good website. I love that you can parlay props there, so you can truly go crazy if you want. But they have great odds too. I think this morning when I checked, they had Gregor Gillespie at like minus 230, which was probably one of the lower ones on the market. Let's see what he's at right now, and they still haven't dropped props, bitch. Gillespie minus 250 now. So yeah, that money's coming in. Malik Johnson, yesterday I could some more guys into MMA for sure. It's always nice to have MMA friends. SIE Fueled Mountaineer. I watched the show with Cody last night. One of your prop bets was under 1.5, and then a tie. Hunter could fight at minus 265. Where did you find that lines? All my books have it at minus 500 or higher. Yes. So on bestfightodds.com, they had, I think it was 5 dimes and Sportbet. They had the line at minus 265 for the fight doesn't go to decision, not the under 1.5. So the fight doesn't go to decision. They had it opened minus 425, went down to 295, went down to 265, and then just skyrocketed back the fuck up very recently. Yeah, it's like minus 675 now. And then it dropped to minus 300 Thursday night, and now it's minus 675. So yeah, there was probably a lot of limits and stuff on it. So I'm sure people only got a small amount of money on it. Average Joe Lock, what do you think is the best spending strategy? Long-term, straight play, straight bets, parlays, props. I'd say for me, like my lock of the night style, it's straight bets. When I get parlay happy, it burns you a little bit too much. Like parlays are always fun for like, lottery shots and shit. But like Jonathan Martinez, right? Last weekend or the weekend before, I was so close to parlaying him with Leon Edwards. And obviously the Leon Edwards fight went to a no contest, but I would have lost that bet because Martinez got knocked the fuck out. So no matter how confident I am in a guy, that's why I'd rather just hone in on like trying to go long-term, slowly but surely win at every event, and then have a couple smaller parlays here and there, like long shot ones for lottery money. But always make sure that your lock and night is covering, like you're up and that's kind of my strategy. So I got away from it a little bit in the last year, at least the last little while. But now I'm going back to it. You know, I mean, I don't mind playing up to minus 350 for somebody who I think is my favorite spot on the night. So yeah, I'm going like this weekend minus 230 on Gregor Gillespie. 5 units, $500 on Gregor Gillespie to win. God damn, I don't even remember off the top of my head. Let me just pump up my. It's like 218 or something like that. Minus 230. 217. So about $218. I'm cool with that. Gunny, my only issue is the Chandler Hooker fight was basically a title elimination bout, and I highly doubt Hooker will be in title contention had he won. True. Yeah, good point. But I don't know who else they would give it to. Like maybe they give it to Gaethje at that point. Good point. Ben Peak, I have Giannis and Tuivasa in a parlay together. Ooh, careful, brother. I think that's a steep price to pay on Tuivasa, but like I think he wins. But I'd want better parlay odds than that. But yeah, good luck, brother. DraftKings has plus 1,800 Renault round 3 finish. I'd be all over that. I'm waiting. Again, I'm going to sprinkle a bit on her inside the distance and then a bit on her round 3 and hope she wins by round 3 finish. Who has the best chance of actually holding the lightweight belt for any decent number of defenses? Yeah, true. I think when Makhachev gets it, he'd be the toughest guy to beat. Gillespie could be up there if his chin is actually okay. But he's a little bit older, right? He's 33, 34. Now or never for my guy. Manuel Galarza, DraftKings has plus 1,800, putting at least a half on. Yeah, go for it, brother. I'm kind of scared like she gets it done in the second round. So that's why I want to do, like I was going to do a half unit on round 3, period. But now I want to split it. Half on round 3 and then half on just inside the distance. I don't want to know how much ringside tickets usually are. Usually, like for this, they'll probably be like $1,000, probably 1,200. Thoughts on Gillespie now on minus 260, too late now, huh? I don't know if I'm over exaggerating his value or, not giving enough respect to Riddell, but I truly think that it's like minus 350 is what he should truly be at. Like, let me give you, I think he wins at least 80% of the time. If you want to be even crazier than that, then we can say 75% of the time. See my batting tool out. So let's say at worst, 75% of the time, I think he wins. That's minus 300. 80% of the time, I believe, is minus 400. Yeah. So somewhere between that. I think he holds value up to that. Anything changed for you on deletes after weigh-in? Nah. He looked in great shape. Let's just see how it converts to let's see how it converts into his in-cage performance. Big Zomega stopping by to say what up. What's going on, buddy? Kinan Omer Basic, that's my guy. Bosanic. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Whatever, my guy. I want you to know that what you'd predicted line of TJ Sand and Chandler Oliveira. I know the Oliveira one is out. It's like minus 175 plus 145 for Oliveira. And then Sandhagen TJ. I think you go minus. Whew, that's a tough one. Minus 130, minus 140 Corey, I'd say. Are those lines out yet? I know for sure I saw the Oliveira one. Yeah. Minus 165 for Oliveira, plus 135 for Chandler. And what's the other one? Sandhagen. Yeah, that one's not out yet. Usually there's this site, Fight Odds. Fight Odds underscore IO. Sometimes they release odds nice and early. Let me see if they have one. Font Garbrandt is a minus 165 font, plus 125 Garbrandt. Yeah. That's nothing yet. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I find the ladies under 2.5 plus money to be very lucrative. Yeah, depending on the ladies. Or 125, 135 pound under 2.5. So yeah, not a lot of people expect the lower weight classes to get finishes. So yeah, there are spots that you can take advantage of. No better feeling than hitting a 5 live parlay. Yep, I know what you mean. Connor Phillips, what's your typical unit size? 1% of bankroll, or do you have a different rule of thumb? Personally, I do 1% on a 1 to 5 unit scale. Yeah, that's my 1% for me is $100. That's 1 unit for me, and my biggest bet normally, like the most, whenever I make my most confidence bets, it's 5 units. So, like when I used to do old school lock in the night style, I used to do 5 unit bets throughout every single event, 1 5 unit bet. But now I've kind of tapered it from 3.5 units to 5 units, depending on my level of confidence on that and what spots I can find on the card. But yeah, like Gillespie, I got 5 units minus 230. And then I'll go like 1 to 2.5 units for a solid underdog at my level of confidence. JB is the Hunsucker guy, and you go never heard of him. He just hits hard, just a knockout guy. That's all he is. I think he's had 10 or 11 pro fights, never been past the 4th minute. So yeah. Finner Jazz Gunny, I paid $425 Canadian for 2 tickets in the lower 100s in Ottawa a few years back. What do you think for ringside now? Yeah, for ringside now is going to be like a grand, at least in the States, maybe a grand. I don't even know when Canada is going to get a UFC event again, but I'd say minimum a grand for floors. Ring sides would be like 15, I think, especially with like the demand for it this time. They're probably going to put the prices up there, or maybe they're good guy UFC and they say, okay, I know a lot of you couldn't make money during this COVID thing, so here you go. Don't spend your stimulus check on tickets. Luckily night Bruno buys draw. Ooh, good point. Maybe 10-8 first round and then 10-9, 10-9. Connor Phillips, again, I think this is my guy, Deba Betts. Gonna add first row floor tickets for myself and my older brother in Wichita, Kansas for JDS Lewis and got them for $250. I think it's different per place though, right? Like I think they adjusted the prices based on the market that they're in. For something big like the Houston card, it'll probably be like a grand, I think. Big Omega, I'm big on Brunson here in the spot. I'm right there with you, brother. I already have a bet on him at plus 150. I sprinkled a bit of his round 4 and round 5 as well, just for fun. FanDuel has Renault round 3 sub at plus 2,800. If you don't sprinkle that, I'd have to come over to wherever you are in Hastings and I'd slap you in the face for not at least attempting a shot on that. Again, don't put your mortgage on it, but put your lunch money on it, and I think you're getting some good value there. JB Darren Stewart had a ton of success taking Holland down. Surely it will be the same for Brunson. Yep, I agree. I think if it makes it out of the first round, we're good. I think we're good for Brunson backers. Doing a $500 parlay, Delete and Gillespie. What's your locks? I have Gillespie. I'm not sure if I would say Delete though as a lock. I'd rather play Gillespie, and if you're able to parlay unders, I'd parlay either the under 1.5 in the Hunsucker and Tuivasa fight, or the under 2.5 in the Jackson and Strader fight. I really like Ruiz to win. Yeah, I'm not touching that fight, dude. Bays -3, whatever the fuck she's at. Yeah, pass, please pass. Bay's been fighting soccer moms. Yeah, you're right. Huge step up. Ruiz is a fighter too. Ty's fight should be a banger tonight. Yep, that's ending. That's ending soon. You said it perfectly. How excited are you for the legend Parker Porter fight? Trained at Underdog MMA, where I'm currently doing some BJJ classes. I believe that's in Connecticut. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough fight with Sherman, right? Sherman got popped after his last fight, but I liked his implementation of calf kicks. If you can do that to our guy Parker Porter, our boy's in trouble. I am looking forward to, speaking of our boys, our white, big, Caucasian, huge guys. I'm liking me some Jake Collier versus Carlos Felipe. Just saying. Collier can stay active like what's his face did? The way Tafa did, as long as he doesn't get knocked the fuck out right away, which I don't think he will. Let me see if I can. I thought I saw odds for it, and I thought Collier was the the dog. One sec. Yeah, Collier plus 130, Philippe minus 170. I'd take Collier at dog odds. Just saying, and even probably by decision. Sex God is saying Marian looks great, but man, didn't she just have COVID? Again, I don't think if she was truly affected by it, she would want to fight this quickly again. Like, it affects fighters completely different, right? Even people that I know personally that have gotten it, it's affected some of them completely different. And she looks in phenomenal fucking shape. I think she's good to go. I wouldn't read too much into that COVID narrative. Got it at plus 3,100 last night. That's my guy. That's my guy. Good job, Nick. Good luck to us. I parlay Gillespie Griffin plus 120 seems really, I like that one. I like it. There is the possibility of a knockout from both of their opponents, but given how well I think these guys have their opponents covered, I think that's a good parlay. Sex God also think we're giving too much weight to this Stuart Holland fight. That's just a Holland thing where he has already up 2 rounds clowning on him. True, but he's got 5 rounds here, right? He's got, like, if he can't finish Derek Brunson, how is he going to look in rounds 3, 4, and 5? A little bit sketchy. CES specialist Adams is saying, is there any reason to consider Gillespie's current money line when his in the distance is plus 130? Seems like that's much better value, whereas last 5 wins have came inside the first 2 rounds. Good point. Riddell's yet to be tapped. He could do a good job of getting back to his feet. Again, I do think he gets the sub, and I think the sub line is around plus 250. But yeah, plus 130 is not a bad spot. I'd go with that, but I feel safe as taking him straight up just in case. I'm happy with the minus 260. Well, personally, I bet at minus 230, but even up to like I said, like I value it at minus 350, minus 400. So, but yeah, my plus 130 is not bad. Funny Jazz, love Parker offering to buy a beer for the guy he just beat. Yeah, Josh Parisian. Average Joe saying Lock is the women's MMA whisperer and the obese white guy heavyweight whisperer. I need to continue my streak of those calls. Again, I think this year I'm 7-1 calling women's MMA fights for plus 12.5 units, which is 150% ROI. So tomorrow will be another case of me betting on a women's fight, ever so slightly, 0.5 units. But I still hope to come through. I was gonna give out Stoliarenko, but like even before the weigh-ins, I was just like, okay, probably not. That's why I went with the under in that fight instead. JB, I feel like Tafa beat Philippe. Yeah, I'm with you right there, brother. Acai Fueled Mountaineer has never been finished. I'm on Gillespie moneyline sub, but just playing devil's advocate. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thought process too, brother. Biggs Omega, I'd like some props too. Silva by decision plus 275, not bad. Santos plus 450 inside the distance. Dude hits hard as shell. Yeah, for sure. I don't mind those shots, brother. I think those are good spots. I'm going to get out of here in the next maybe 2 or 3 minutes or so. Can't believe it's already been an hour since I've been on this fucking thing. I got to finish up my graphics. I got to write up all my graphics and do all that shit. One-man show over here. Why do you think I gotta go full time with this shit if I want to continue to keep my quality up to par and grow some more? So, yeah, I'm gonna be up for the next little while, just doing up my graphics, and then studying for 260 starts tomorrow. I'm gonna drop a couple breakdowns on my Patreon, hopefully, depending on what time I get up tomorrow. 1 p.m. though, I will be doing my stream, MMA Lockcast Live, which I might have to rename, considering I might do another podcast Tuesday evenings. It would be nice if I could, like, the last one, I think I got like 100 and something, 110 people tops in there at once. It would be nice to get, like, to be that spot. 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Tuesday nights, guaranteed you're getting a Lockcast, you're getting a live stream. And let's see if we can get it up there. I see some of these other guys that are able to get like 200 plus, 300 plus people watching, and I feel like I can achieve that. So let's see. Obviously not as Locky late night, but as a more professional kind of approach. It would be dope. Shout out to the Locky late night people, though. All right, let me get back into the chat here, and then I'll get the fuck out of here. Average Joe, what do you make of Holland telling media outlets that he does not want to fight in main events anymore because he just wanted to fight for 25 minutes? Makes me think he doesn't have good cardio. Well, based on what we've seen from him in round threes, that assessment would be correct. I think he's just being a dumbass. Like, he's just talking shit. What I mean, yeah. Hopefully he can go in there and finish for his benefit, right? Yes, Steven Narrows, please. Yes, I keep forgetting to fucking tell people to do this. Please do it. Hit the like. It truly helps your boy. Lucrative MMA is in the house. Tape star in front of me. Lucky late night in my ears. What a night. Smash the likes, everyone. Thank you, brother. I might have to get my guy James on this. I'm pretty certain your name is James. If I'm wrong on that, please do let me know. But one of these nights, I'm gonna have to get my guy James here and just talk some shit for a little bit. Truly one of the guys I respect in the game. He's killing himself. So make sure you guys go check him out. And recently just started his own podcast. So solid takes from my dude. Make sure you guys go check him out and add another opinion to your rotation and then make your own choices. JB, all the best tomorrow night. Thank you, brother. You too. I'll have at the end of the day, I'll have 4 bets tomorrow. I'll tell them to whoever's still here. I got Gregor Gillespie, 5 units, minus 230. I got 1 unit, Derek Brunson, plus 150. And then I'm going to have 0.25 units on Marion Renault round 3 and 0.25 units on Marion Renault inside the distance. As long as Gregor hits, I'm happy. Take care, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. It's James. Thank you. There we go. I'm glad that I fucking got it correct. Yeah, one of these nights I'll hit you up. I know you're down like completely different time zone than me. It's probably almost nighttime for you, but I'm happy to keep you company at this time. The MMA genies in the house. You're just catching us on the flip side, brother. All right. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Tomorrow, or today, I should say, 1 p.m. Eastern, MMA Lockcast Live. I'll see you guys then. Peace out. Thanks for joining me.